Maybe all of you are using the Grammarly, right now. So that is where you can use pro writing, and the Pillboard maybe all of you used. These are the free versions. You can use them, right? And again, the Jenny, some of you already said they are already using it. Jenny is the one, the writer. Magic Pen is really magical. It really creates many things, right? The Magic Pen and the Jasper. These are the important writing tools, AI writing tools, which really improve your writing skills. Not only Jenny is doing. Jenny is giving the hints, and based on the hints you have to write your own writing to improve your research writing, review writing, paper reviews. Right? Guys, any questions about? These are the tools which I will be mentioning now. So these are the lead maps, power drill, rayon. These are the important tools which really identify the research gaps, and based on the papers. What are the papers you have? If you upload these, this will give you the what are the research gaps there in the research papers. It's already produced research gaps. Right, the elicit is important, and the semantic scholar is the important. Right, the elicit, semantic scholar, these are the writing tools and the paraphrasing your writing for research gaps. Right, this is where I would like to conclude here. I'm sorry I could not do much, but I tried to attempt, but that's how. In the conclusion, literature review is a crucial step for any research project, number one. So however, it can be time consuming and the overwhelming process due to the vast amount of information available and the need to maintain objectivity. To navigate these challenges, it is important to carefully select, evaluate keywords of relevance and the use of effective search strategies, search engines. So what are the search engines? You are searching for literature, articles, searching for summary, searching for writing. So these are the different tools which use in the AI. This for improving, enhancing quality of your research, not for copying, pasting from the sites which we are proposing here. Right? Thank you. Maybe I will share this all. If you have any questions or queries, in the future also you can contact me by email. Right? Thank you. I certainly will be supporting you for your future endeavors of your research. Right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I request one of the participants to give a vote of thanks to the resource person.
Very good afternoon to one and all who are present here. Thank you for the opportunity to giving me a chance to propose vote of thanks on this day. I would like
the rural development, when the way we really kept with the rural poverty development, the poverty where they are identifying us. Right? There are some specific schools. There are 3 sets of schools. Center for Excellence, Magnet schools, right? Kasturba schools. In the same residential schools, we have different set of teachers, set of students. There are Kasturba schools where the migrated level, where the migrating one place to another place. There are specific schools for them to, without dropping the school education from the schools in the society. Yes, we are doing some kind of research. That research, how we address these all the questions. That's where I try to understand. So, what are the teacher problems, teacher questions? So, individual teacher question is. Here, I would like to address one more issue here. In the 2008 and 10 to 15 years, there are 3 international conferences conducted at British Council of India, British Council, right, and BFIU. So where I really I spoke to the director of the schools, which is already said, Praveen Kumar, where I really proposed them. So bring at least district-wise 3 teachers across the school, each section like excellent, right, and magnet, and the Kasturba schools. At least 3 teachers, every teacher has to come from every section. So that every district, I really propose this proposal. Now, what is the need for me? When you want to go to a quality research, you have to go head with it. You have to take some kind of pains to take the appointment, meeting him, right? Getting funding. It's not easy, when they want to get the duty leave and the transport, accommodation, so everything, the way we will do it now, right? So these kind of things, the registration is 2,000 rupees. Are they ready to pay the 2,000 rupees? The teachers are ready to pay 2,000 rupees from their pocket. They are ready to do a transport from Hyderabad to stay in very luxurious hotels in nearby. The British Council is very, very famous. They won't really business. They are doing business with it. Of course, they are doing a business. So what business? They are really making money with it, not for the serving the Indians. That's what I said. The history of education in India. That's the article I shared with you all. So what is the progress? What is the development? What's the history of education system in India? Education in India. So that's where we will talk about that. These are the important aspects when we really carrying out the research. There are unseen things, unexpected things. So we have to visualize, we have to imagine, we have to address, we have to expect. Research is not a smooth. It's not an easy task. So when we are doing this, how do we really carry out? I know what time, but still I want to give some kind of insights. How? Yes.
The total number of questionnaire you circulated were 56 here, is it?
Yes, yeah.
So, the phases of study you had documented, is it the time bound or integrally, like they were going on?
Can you use mic? Listen.
So, were they going on simultaneously or you took the pause of time, like they were one after the other?
Yes, exactly. I'll get back to you. So, first questionnaire is the one, only one academic coordinator in the state. Number one. Number two, the research, the resource persons. Every time I will get back to you, everything details are there.
Can I give inference? Yeah. In fact, it's a beautiful subject. See, in CMTR, before coming here in NIRD, we do research. When you are doing, anybody from SHGs, anybody who is doing SHGs, okay. Anybody who is doing regional development, okay, leave it. See, I have done a small study in Karnataka. That is the implementation of government health schemes in Karnataka. See, when they who are the implementers? Government. Who are the beneficiaries? Citizens. So you have two sets of questionnaires here. What is our study? Our study is the beneficiaries. The impact assessment is from beneficiaries. See, there are 600 questionnaires in it. Out of 600 questionnaires, I will have only 30 to 60 questionnaires for administrators. We don't concentrate administration. We concentrate whom? Beneficiary. Because the implementer is a facilitator only. How he is implementing? See, I am an implementer. You are all beneficiaries. See, very keenly observe it. When I am implementing it, there is an anthropologist, you are an MBA, economics, political science. I have to see somewhere connecting point here. It would be very difficult 12 days to organize an MBA teacher, anthropology teacher, political science teacher and the economics teacher. I need to identify the connecting point here. Similarly, when I have taken the implementer, middle level, I cannot take the district level officer. District level officer is the only a kind of a facilitator. Yes, you go on it. See, I take the implementer at a primary health center, which is a lowest of the lower. The primary health center in plain area is 6,000 population. A primary health center in hill area, it is 3,200. This is the Government of India rule. Every 6,000 population, one primary health center. In hill area, 3,200 population, one primary health center. So, see, we have in Karnataka, there are 34 districts. So, I will not look up to the district level officer who comes from. I always look for a sample study. Say for example, I carried Kolar, Dharwad, Mangalore, Gulbarga. These are the 4 districts. In Kolar, 2 districts, 2 taluks, Mangalore 2 taluks, Dharwad 2 taluks, and Gulbarga. So within 2 taluks, I take the example because we need to have a proportional representation. Suppose how I selected, I'm sorry to interrupt you. How I selected a study also. We have 4 regions in Karnataka. Please listen. If you have anything, please. You don't interact with it. This I don't entertain. I am very in this way. I don't like that. See, in Karnataka, there are 4 regions. Hyderabad region, Bombay region, Mysore region, and the Bangalore region. Okay? There are 4 regions. My study takes in Hyderabad region is the most backward region. Bombay region, little better than Hyderabad region. Mysore region is better than these 2. And the Bangalore is highly developed region. See how revenue divisions I have covered. My representation is already taken care. Then, within that 4 regions, I take highly developed district in Kolar. Okay, highly developed taluk in Kolar, Mulbagal. To lesser extent, Mangalore. Most backward in Gulbarga. So like that. So our ratio, our representation is covering it. Our analysis will be covering whether the scheme is for everybody. The methodology is for everybody. You see, methodology is for everybody. I may be good economics. I have learned it. I may be bad I am a political science. I don't know ABCD what Dr. Sidhulinga Sama was teaching. But still, what is necessary for me, I will get and absorb it. Okay, maybe this study is really good for me, may not be good to you, but the spots, the issues, the particular things, what is addressing. So, same way, the questionnaire will also have 2 sets of. Say, when another study also I have done something on Dalit women representatives at village level. Dalit women sarpanches. Dalit women sarpanch, I have studied one study. That is one study. Dalit women. So, in that way, I also take not only Dalit women, I also take general women, obese women. So, I wanted to identify who is doing good, in what way who is doing better, what way, because Dalit woman is also doing good of her known area. She is doing better than general woman. You see, my analysis, I give my paper also. So, same way, the schemes, that is Janani Suraksha Yojana, Madulu Kittu, and one more, I have forgotten this. These 3 schemes, one is Government of India scheme, other 2 are state government schemes. Madulu Kittu is everywhere successful. Because once a pregnant woman is admitted, she will be getting 28 items. Soap, this, that, lot of things. In addition to that, she will also get money component. Janani Suraksha, she will be getting both prenatal, postnatal. If she is admitted, prenatal 1500 rupees she will get. Postnatal, if she admits in the hospital, postnatal another 1500 rupees will get. If she is not, she will not get. So there the scheme is not successful. Because Mangalore Taluk or Mangalore district is very, it is areas are, it is a hill areas. Some villages are, some 10 to 15 families reside somewhere. It is very difficult. You need to walk almost 3 kilometers to reach them. Would it be possible for them to come to hospital? So there, Janani Suraksha Yojana is failed. In the name of patient, A&M or ward boy, doctor eats that money. You see, whereas in the scheme it is implemented, Brahmananda wife has taken. But my wife has taken only prenatal, postnatal, because my wife could not go there. But whereas it is written there, 3,000 rupees paid. So what I mean to say is, in any questionnaire, in any study, whether it's methodology, your study or my study, you need to have the implementation perspective you have to study. When you do the implementation perspective, you have to depend on the implementer. And that is a kind of a 10% only we take it. The 90% of the sample we take it from the beneficiary, whatever that schedules, questionnaires, you canvas for it. So there that. So we will be identifying it. So here, because the administration of questionnaire is for the, either it should be taluka level residential school teacher or a school principal, it must be. Okay, that is, am I right?
Yeah, thank you. Ultimately, it's there. Thank you. It's a wonderful question you asked. The very long elaboration. I really appreciate that input here. But here I would focus here the number one. So these are just tools which the phases I will talk about. I'll give the detailed description next slide. You see it. So when we are really making this, these are the teacher training development programs. They are really conducted, organized by this. Number one. Previously, the tools which you use. So here 2007 to 2013, these are the programs organized by Dept University, Hyderabad, and Andhra Pradesh Rural Development apart, where there is an organization where they really trained entire teachers, entire Andhra and Telangana. Right? I'll get back to our question is I'm with you. Still, I'll get back to you. So these are the programs. The previously those are the tools which you used. The next, what are the schools which are really selected? You said what time. So here when you go back, the last one, teacher regular classroom teaching observation. Teacher classroom teaching regular observation. What slow I'm teaching? The camera is on here. So what I'm doing, right? They can really assess it. They can evaluate it. They can really justify it. Why they are doing it? How they are doing it? So what kind of impact is there in this program? So here we have observation checklist is one, and the video analysis. When the teacher is teaching in the class, right? I kept the video there. I observed entire class. The teacher interaction, teacher participation, learner rules, teacher rules, classroom management. There are different tools which I really observe when the classroom teaching is taking place. It's not just teachers teaching something, right? The kind of methodology they use, the kind of methods and approaches they use when they're doing that B.Ed program or PGCT program. How these methodology, what kind of methods they use when teaching in the classroom. That's one. So here, yes, there are shortcomings, there are some kind of big hurdles when you record the video in the classroom. I'm not happy when they are recording my video. Why they are doing it? That's what my question here is. No, just I need to say it. So the same manner, there are teachers, they opposed me, who wanted to record my classroom. When I took the permission from the authorities, where they really gave the permission to record it for the research purpose, not the personal purpose. I don't want to show their videos here, but I have 1 TB data. Can you imagine? 1 TB data. Each teacher took 3 classes, 3 consecutive days, not 1 day. So the question is, how you carry out my research? One teacher, the regular classroom, how they teach, first period, a second period, a third period. Regularly, I took only one teacher who attended, presented in the teacher training programs, where I went to the school, I inquired, I requested, right? I asked them to prepare in advance, the way they really prepare on the regular basis. Then I put the camera there and I really record it, right? Sometimes video may fail, sometimes power may fail. These are the RPR I said, Rural Poverty Reduction Program. Those schools are very interiors, Achanpet, Mahbub Nagar. There are places, they don't have much facilities, that way we are enjoying it. Right? So when we are going these schools, many people really rejected. They don't want to come on the video. They don't want to shoot that classroom at all. Then I consistently requested, persuaded, then I really find out the 10 teachers, that means 10 into 3, 30 classes, 30 into 45 minutes. Imagine. So the entire data which is recorded, not only on video, it is audio recorded. So now without having these tools, sometimes video fails, sometimes audio may not. Then I have to transcribe the entire interaction in the class. Every word, every pause, everything we have to describe. So can you imagine? That's the reason I'm saying. Now the manual you are doing it is very, now the Kuheli, the Kahuba. So we have the software which really give the entire audio, which really transcribe in the hours.
Which kind of sampling technique you used for select that? Sampling technique?
Sampling technique. So these are the programs which I really addressed, which I really take the resource persons what they taught.
How you
These are the programs they conducted. I went to the organizers, what kind of programs they really initiated, what kind of tools they used, what kind of inputs they have given to the teachers. I took the resource persons, all the resource persons, at least 15, 20 resource persons I took, but I'll give the details. So here, these are the schools, right? The selected participants from in-service teachers from the schools run by residential schools. So here the RPR, Rural Poverty Reduction Program is one school, the graduate schools. Right? These are the two different regions. One is Sheikh Hyderabad, Medak, Padapur, Isnapur Medak, Achanpet Mahbub Nagar, Mahbub Nagar, Mahbub Nagar, Govindaiah Godavarthi. So here we have the School of Excellence, where they really trained NEET and IIT.
So could there have been a possibility that you told them that you will be keeping a video recorder to record their lecture or teaching, whatever it is? Their quality of teaching would have been improved, or they would have come prepared, more better prepared for those 3 classes where they would have been given the teaching. And after you take away the videography, then again they do the same thing which they used to do earlier.
That's where we have to find out the research gap. What is the gap here? Yes, you are right. So when I really announced I'm coming, they will well prepared, they come for the class. That's absolutely right. Yeah, there are 1 or 2 teachers, they did it. But I really erased those things. I did not consider. No, usually they don't come with the colorful charts and teaching aids. That's the
question is,
yes.
did you check them without using videograph and also using videograph, both or only with videograph?
Both. I use both. Audio recorder is there and the video both. Because I want to know the authenticity. Right? How confident they are, how eloquent they are. Right? These are the children are not really common children. They are opted, they are really selected from the competition. It's not a common children there. They are they are really producing many lessons. Same children, they teach in the peer teaching. The Manatini is there in Telugu and Andhra Pradesh, where they really teach their peer groups. They teach the lessons, English, science, maths, everything. So after completion of their schooling, they really prepare, they have, because the graduate schools have this. The concept of facilities, the concept of things, maybe menu is common, but facilities are different. Right? These are the other things we really see. When you are a social scientist, you have to consider these all aspects, not just one way of looking at the things, what kind of methodology, what kind of tools, what kind of way of addressing these issues. These are the teachers. Again, male, PGT and TGT both sections. There are 4 female, 4 male, 2 female trained graduate teachers, and the PGT, the 2 trained, 2 postgraduate teachers, and the 2 female teachers. These are all giving the consent. Many people I asked, but very few people really come up with this kind of recording. No, there are issues, there are problems which is not easy when we go to a research. Right. So, the 2 questions, what are the tools I administered? Now, you have to imagine what kind of questions, what kind of hypothesis you have, and what kind of tools you are going to use to achieve these answers. It's not just making some kind of things, right? You have to do a lot of work, the kind of background work. You won't see this. But understanding the problems, hypotheses, right? Is it experimental or epistemological? What kind of study you are going to do? What is the use of doing these tools? How these tools? No, the tools can be developed easily now. But in the olden days, at least how I did the research review. For example, ELTJ, right? TESOL, quarterly. So there are 10-15 journals. 10-15 journals, 10 years of back volumes, where I will keep on the desk, then I have to identify my keywords. Can you imagine? The FI University where we have the Oxford for India. The same university where we have resources are not limited, resources are plenty. But how you identify, right? What to carry and how to carry. These are the things which is very important when you are doing this. So these are the questionnaires which are used for these two questions. Questions are only two. But look at the questionnaires. Right, the tools which we use. So this is how really the observation checklist takes a lot of time to observe, to transcribe, to analyze. Thematically, all of you doing this, right, when you are writing the paper. So when you are doing this, how is the research question is open-ended and closed. So these are the tools which are developed. Now, if you want to have a more, if you are interested, I already given this entire description and the entire thesis is there in the Google Shodh Ganga, right, which I will open just now. You get all this data in your fingerprints now, right? So these are the questionnaires, these are the, right, this is summary. So I don't want to focus on this because I don't know the language, but still, this is how we really make this. I will summarize what I want to talk about this entire presentation. It really takes me a little time, but the summary of the responses from the teachers.
So the question given in the last slide was for the coordinator or for the teachers or for the...
This is a question for academic coordinator.
Coordinator.
Yes.
So can you show the checklist which you made for the teachers?
Yes.
Enlarge it.
I will share. I will share this.
The checklist is even present in Shodh Ganga.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything is there. It just these all tools, description, everything is there. Everything is there. Do not worry. Just understand how things really run, how things will carry out. This is clear. All tools, description, justification, sources, which where I don't know. That's what I'm saying. When it talks about the ethical, how ethical we are we just copying, or we work for something which is relevant for our research? Right. So these are important questions. I do understand your interest now. I will get back to you. So these are the ways we really understand the transcriptions. How we really translate this. So this is how the summary of the resource persons. It's really commendable responses I received from the resource persons, teachers, coordinators. So it's not just to conclude. The most important conclusion points that emerge here is the society has not stated its specific objectives explicitly while sending the participant teachers. The society, right? They don't know what kind of training they want to give. Just they're really sending them. They are allocating some fund for that. They're really sending them. The society does not have any kind of objectives before sending them to the training. That's number one. Now again, a blind and general approach to the teacher-development programs such as this will not help anyone, neither teachers nor learners, who are at the core of this issue. Here is a general, when you take general, here this topic here is research review for social sciences. Right? Modern tools. That's a concept. So here, when we're really coming up with some kind of objectives, so you prepare a wonderful note, the brochure. Maybe the first point is this, the review of literature using modern tools. How the research review can be done, how we really review the help of supporting modern technology is number two. The first one. The second, when you have ANOVA, some other SPSS, other softwares, I'm not aware of those much. I have basic idea, I'm not sure, but still we will make this, how to use wastage of society money and the wastage of time, energy, both the participant, teachers and resources. If you don't have proper objectives before conducting a program, right, whose money it is? Ours money. Or wasting our money? No. So that's where we will talk about this. When we really carry out research, right? Yes, we have to spend money, but in a meticulous manner. The word meticulous is very useful, very purposeful. So how the purposefully research is? Our research is purposeful. Okay, if I get a degree of PhD, I'll get somewhere job. There's a explicit motivation. There's explicit motivation. We can see this. The implicit motivation here is how you implied yourself. Right? Implicit. Within. It has the motivation has to come within you, not for everyone. Not for the job, you don't know you get it or not. But if you are within the implicit motivation, certainly will help you to achieve something in a big manner. Right? The open-ended question is, you can get it all in the. See, that's where we are talking about this. Content, the content they teach in classroom, syllabus, the kind of syllabus they have, plus 52. Now, Andhra Pradesh is a very burning with the English medium education in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana as well. But whereas many people really opposing this education system. Right? Think about this. What kind of aspects we really consider when you're going for a research? Is it a Anglosis or Orientalist? The way the people really making this kind of understanding of introducing English medium education in the primary section, secondary schools. What is the impact on their mother tongue? So these all are many issues. Maybe you can either see as a social engineering or as an economics perspective or as social status. Many other aspects they really ponder upon when you're really making this. Right? So this is where we really get to the syllabus, methodology, materials, pedagogy, and alternative pedagogic support, evaluation, suggestions. These are the important questions I gave a kind of reflected scale, which really gave this addition of the questions for this. So these are the summary of the responses. You can really go through some of these. This is the how we really make this. So open-ended questionnaires. Here just a tick mark, the closed ended again. Right. This is the data which really I am talking about. You know? See, this entire data needs a lot of meticulous calculation. You have to understand how the thematically we are analyzing, what we are analyzing, not the machine. Right? So that's how we will see this. So this is how the classroom practice. I really basically how the classroom practice impact on the teacher training programs. After attending the program, these program insights are the implementing or the practicing in the classroom. This is the main object here I will focus. So this is how they really take up. These are the lessons they taught in the classroom. This is how we really make the in-depth analysis of all the questions. Are these questions are really implemented, practiced in the real classroom? These are the right. The necessity of the degree of the social cultural background of the students, curriculum design, appropriateness of the materials being used. You know, when the teacher goes, it is not just teaching something, right? So they have to have some kind of, you know, the way they really address them. These are all students are staying with them, they are living with them. It is a residential mode. So how appropriate they are, how they are really making this. So the objective of the teacher development match the needs and expectations of the teachers with specific reference to the English component of APSWRAS. One, based on the data the consultations drawn from each of the tools, it was found that there was a good amount of match between objectives and KPIs and the needs and expectations of the teachers. The teacher's response to that questionnaire shows that was aware of the benefits drawn from TDP. Teacher development programs. Right? That's how we really see this. I am unaware is really these teacher training programs giving some kind of impact on the teachers or not. Yes, it is giving an impact, but if we need more focused, more meticulously planned, yes, it will be miracles with this. That's what my other conclusion for this. I will stop it here. It's not. I need to have one more session with you.
There for tea.
Any questions now? Just for 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
For sampling longitudinal study.
Yes, yeah, longitudinal study and the case studies as mentioned. Point by point, right? Item by item. Every item we have many points. How this maybe SPSS they can really create in minutes now. If you give the entire data, if you can feed this data, it really give the entire data. But when you see the
I'd like to thank Professor G. Govindaiah sir